In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
It's that bitch Carol Baskin's
Somebody
fault.
come get her. She's dancing like a stripper.
Hey, fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
Hi.
What's up, everybody?
We're the Freedom Friends,
We are.
and we're coming at you not even fucking close to live
Not even kind of close.
from the Warfighter Tobacco Studios in beautiful.
San Antonio, Texas.
There it is, and
San
this is the
Antone.
most social outlet that any of us have fucking had since the last time we recorded one of these
Yeah.
fucking episodes.
Yeah.
So you'll have to excuse us if we're overly energetic on this episode because we have to get all of our talking out all in one big shot. Because then we all have to go fucking back to our holes.
I also drink pre-workout before coming here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard
Jesus
about
Christ.
that. Yeah, and then didn't work out.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
I'm drinking pre, during, and post workout.
Yeah, right
now.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Nectar
We'll
of
get
the
there.
gods.
Yeah.
But in standard Freedom Friends fashion, we have the one, the only, the illustrious, the wizened, the pickled, Mikey Fahey.
Oh, I thought you were going at that one.
Easy.
I like the pickled part.
We have the traveled, the voluptuous, the veloured, John Simons.
Ooh.
And then we have the beautiful, the elegant, the rotund,
The weathered.
weathered Scott Jansen. And I'm Jazz. So it's
And he's Jazz.
And he's Jazz. Holy fuck, boys. I've been looking forward to Monday all fucking week. Because I think I've left my house once since I was here last week.
I've been looking to Monday for the last fucking week because it's been Wednesday for like 4 fucking
Yeah.
weeks.
This
I
is
don't,
the
even
only
know, I don't
day.
even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
This is the only day of the week that isn't a Wednesday right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So, fuck. Scotty,
Yes, sir.
how was your weekend?
It was all right. I
breaking the law.
breaking the law. I got together with some friends of mine, and we had some drinks, and yeah, it was a good time.
It's okay. We drank enough whiskey to make sure that Corona didn't survive.
Yes, and I did get through 2 seasons of Ozark.
How is that? I know a lot of people
That
watching it right now.
is a good one.
I started it and I never finished season 1. I started. I got like 2 episodes in.
I asked
You
one of
gotta
my
watch it. It's a good
employees who
one.
finished the whole thing, and I was like, "How was it?" And he was like, "It's a little spicy. It gets a little spicy there at the end." And I was like, "All right, you have my attention."
Yeah.
No, maybe it's worth a watch. Fuck.
It's fun.
Fuck else we doing?
Kind of
Right?
makes me want to reevaluate my life and do some illegal shit, but
You going trapping?
I don't know. I don't know the vast amounts of money. But there was a lot of problems with all that money.
The first time that I saw the movie Lord of War,
yeah.
I was Scott at the gun store. I was working at it, and I come into work one day. I'm like, "Bro, we need to sell guns." He's like, "Oh, what the fuck do you think we do?" And I'm like, "No.
This
You
is
don't
bullshit.
understand."
This is low level shit.
I want to sell people the gun of Rambo.
we spent the next 3 weeks looking at government contracts to try to.
Like, let's fucking do this. And then War Dogs came out. And
Yeah.
like, oh, they did it. They're also in jail, but
They didn't have to be though.
They didn't
No.
have to be.
No. Yep.
All you have to do is pay your people.
That's it. Just pay your bills.
If you don't get greedy, and I think this is in most cases of any kind of work,
Even
if
a
you don't get
legit
greedy,
business, yeah.
you stay in. You come out clean.
Yeah, be groovy with the fact that you've improved your life to that point.
Yeah, take
What's
care-
that extra 1% really going to do?
Take care of the
Exactly.
people taking care of you.
Yeah.
That's why Pablo Escobar was so successful.
Well, you took care
he
of everybody.
paid the fuck out of his.
He was
people.
doing terrible shit,
And he
but,
still couldn't fucking find places to put all the money he had.
Yeah,
Dude,
he paid.
even his contract killers to this day were like, "Yeah, I killed people. Never said I killed anybody for Pablo." And it was like, God damn, like this motherfucker bought post-death fucking loyalty. Like that is
Fucking for real,
think
man.
you
I
are
think him-
dead, and motherfuckers still aren't ratting you out. Like,
Him and Epstein are hanging out in Costa Rica.
oh, is that what it is?
No, Pablo definitely got
Yeah,
got.
Pablo.
Pablo died on a roof. That roof was not on fire.
Yeah.
It was fired upon, though. That's for damn sure. That's a crazy fucking story.
Wow, that was some Oscar Wilde like wordplay right
You
there,
like that?
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for you. Dad joke level 1000.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So what's the
Wait,
John Boy,
Yeah.
yo?
how was your weekend?
John
I fucking-
Levi.
I broke the law. I broke the law with Scott,
Good job.
and
Proud of you.
It's
That was-
funny.
actually, that was Sunday.
It's funny. Every week we do this. How was your weekend? And you two are always together. So it's like,
Well, we have the same friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have friends?
No,
Sometimes.
What's that like?
Yeah.
Well, Jazz, someday I hope you find out, buddy.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm lonely.
I'll be your buddy.
What are we even doing here?
What are we even doing here?
I'm surprised Mikey hasn't been like fucking feeding orphans on the weekends and shit.
How do you know I haven't? Maybe I'm just tired of getting made fun of and I'm humble.
We've never made fun of you at all.
Yeah, you were just aspirational.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
right.
anything, we're like we're fucking pieces of shit compared to you.
I've done a little bit of philanthropy. Yeah.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Well, I donated some money since I can't leave the house. So I've been, donating portions, doing things.
To what?
yeah,
Organizations, different stuff.
people.
Are these
things.
organizations like
Pornhub?
Vortex or Pornhub
Well, I've
or
been
something?
fucking donating to those too. But
Like,
It's free right now.
look,
yeah.
I personally think that you buying things from Strike Industries, who's a small company, that's charitable giving. That's like, hey, let me help you keep your doors open in this struggling time.
Yeah, dude, I'm supporting small business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
you know,
still
my big thing right
philanthropic.
now is it is supporting small business, but it's eating local. That's my big thing. That's my big push.
Well,
Because there's so many problems
Can't
with
really travel.
That's
that
why I
far.
only eat in the bedroom
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah. Fucking, but
You're all
like,
weak, folks.
my point is like,
Tip your waitress.
Whataburger's going to be fine. McDonald's is going to be fine. Like those huge multinational corporations and shit.
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
like
be
this
fine.
place across the street from Warfighter.
Right. Like we got this place in the
throwing them
shares a parking
$25
lot.
to eat a delicious hamburger. Or whatever.
Exactly.
What's
Yeah.
a game changer for some of those businesses? It really
Dude,
is.
some of these people, if
Yeah.
there's 5 or 6 of us that stop by a day and throw $25 at
It
them.
makes their nut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that makes the nut, and it keeps them floating. And
I have
that's
a-
really what it's about.
I have a game store here that they're doing Tuesday through Friday, like 11 to 4 or whatever. You can go by and like, so they're being really good about going to their store. They're taking pictures of new product and posting it and stuff.
yeah.
And then you send them a message and you're like, hey, I'll take this, this, and this. And I've got, I don't know, $150 worth of stuff that either had them 3D printed for me or like
Nice.
games and stuff that I wanted. And I'm going to stop by and pitch in the cash. Because you know what it's going to do? Is it's going to keep their mortgage and their lease on their place fucking covered.
Yeah.
Because, the 5 or 6 of us that are stopping by, 4 or 5 of us that are stopping on a day and dropping $100, like it's fucking keeping their doors open. Like, but the 3 owners amongst them, they have 12 kids between the 3 owners. And
Holy
shit like
fuck.
That. Yeah, I mean, like,
They're pull-out games a week.
yeah,
Josh a partial owner.
no, that fucking. But and they're really, really good dudes, and it's a great store and stuff like that. And this whole thing kicked off, and the store was like 3 months old, 4 months old, or something like that. What is that noise? What have you
wanna-
done? What'd you touch?
I don't
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Got it.
Got it.
That was weird.
Sorry.
Picking up
mediocre at best.
Picking up some fuzz.
Mediocrity.
Little static.
Little staticky.
There's
Y'all
another,
might not have heard that. That might have just been in the headphones.
there's another place to check out too during this quarantine.
What do you got?
That is warfightertobacco.com.
No
Yeah,
shit.
those guys are still working. Those
You want to
guys are
shop
still
small?
working.
Fucking shop these
Yeah.
guys because I've seen their dicks and fucking hell, you can't shop so much smaller.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold down here.
Yeah, that's not true. I haven't seen Scott's dick.
Either is he.
Nice.
That was good.
Nice.
That's COVID. Don't touch. What the fuck?
Mikey, you're going to get a visit by the Ether Bunny and
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
you're going to feel it later.
Could you do it
There's
twice?
gonna be a struggle snuggle.
No, that's why the Ether Bunny comes. No
Hey,
struggle.
what's that discount code for Warfighter?
I do believe it's
Little Freedom Friends.
Freedom Friends is gonna score you a big 15%.
Yes, sir.
15% off some deliciousness. And if you want to talk about deliciousness, very few people are going to describe it as eloquently as the man, the myth, the legend, Scott Jansen, who's been smoking cigars since the war. So,
This is the Great War, yeah.
what are you smoking today, buddy?
I am smoking right now I'm smoking it's a sample of something that's to come. So, doing a little quality control.
COM or COME?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, both.
got it.
You'll find out once
so-
Ether Bunny shows up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
never
but-
finish.
But on deck, I have the tried and true 762 Garrison Rosado, which happens to be one of my favorites. And it goes really good with this Jameson Black Barrel that we are all drinking right now.
We're going to get to that in a minute because we always thank you for that.
We do.
for that bad
Oh,
boy.
shit.
Yes, we
Nice.
do.
Mikey,
Hi.
what are you doing over there? I see you've classed up a little
I'm
bit.
on the same train as I'm looking around the bar here, and I'm seeing a trend. But it looks like we are on the same train. Me, you, and John.
Yeah,
And it's,
so I smoke it a lot, and I know I've touted this cigar for a while.
yeah.
And this is not, yes, I'm friends with the people that own Warfighter, and blah, 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 so take it whatever you want. But all of you cigar smokers that are out there, you know your go-to cigars. Those cigars that every time you pick it up, you know it's going to be fucking solid.
Yeah.
And there's a couple on my list that I qualify for that. The La Flor Dominicana Cabinet Oscuro series, like the L300, the L400 Oscuros and stuff like that.
That's what we were smoking in Vegas.
Yes, I brought those and we smoked them in Vegas.
Yeah.
The 64 Padron,
That's always
you
good.
can pick up.
That's- yeah.
It doesn't matter size, Maduro, natural, doesn't matter. You pick it up. It's gonna be a fucking delicious cigar. The Alec Bradley Prensado, as much as Alec Bradley and people don't like their ads or whatever, it's a good fucking cigar, and
It's a little bit different than Alec Bradley Prince Albert.
that's a totally different cigar.
That's it. Yeah.
It's a good one to smoke, though.
It's gonna be good every time.
Chip your teeth.
And seriously,
That didn't happen for meth. Sorry,
but
Jazz.
seriously, even with those cigars and putting them up there, and some of those are, like the 64, you're gonna drop a little bit of coin on to be able to smoke that. I mean, you're $14 to $17 depending on the size you grab and stuff on that cigar.
Sure.
I seriously put the 5.56 Garrison up there with those. It's that good and it's that consistent. Like
Yeah.
every time I fucking pick it up,
Nice.
it's fucking fantastic. So
Thank you.
I know that sounds like a shill, but
A Corojo.
the Corojo.
The
It's,
Corojo.
It's fantastic.
See.
It's not too strong. It's not too weak. It develops well as you smoke it.
It pairs
the structure's
with
always
almost everything.
There
I'm
hasn't been a
noticing,
beverage
like-
we have had on this show that the cigar hasn't been fantastic with. So seriously, just as a cigar fan, not as your friends or anything like that, but as a cigar fan, hats off to you on this one. It's a fantastic
appreciate that.
fucking cigar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been told it goes great with root beer.
I believe that. Totally believe that. I bet
Really?
you it opens that root beer right the fuck
I like
up.
the pepper and spice on it. You know that I know that's your big selling point on it. And I'm just into that kind of flavor.
Yeah.
You know, that profile in almost everything I do and eat
Yeah.
and drink. You know, like I
But
just
it's
like
not
that.
a it's not
And,
a pepper bomb.
no,
it's
it's
not
not.
like
It's
any
not
of these like
overpowering.
No,
it's not
it's-
like any of these like
it's-
triple Lajeros that are out there and shit like that. Where
natural
it's just
to the Corojo.
Yeah,
Like,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's very nice.
and one day when they're huge and they make it into a fucking Corona, all will be light with the world. We'll call it the Yaz flute.
the Yas flute. Oh, you play custom Yas flute. Yeah. So drinking.
The Yaz flute reminds me of the Flocon de Neige.
And if you haven't listened to that episode, you are fucking up.
You're fucking
That
up,
is
bud.
fucking gloriousness. The Flocon de Neige.
But that does bring us
the
to
epitome of class.
what we're drinking. And I think before we even talk about what we're drinking, there's a story that Mikey needs to tell
Uh-oh.
about a one Doc Greer.
That's true.
Oh,
Because
yes.
apparently there is some doubt out there.
There is some doubt.
And I think that doubt needs to be cleared up before we get to the drink of the week.
Yeah. So my last unit, 4th Combat Engineer Battalion in Baltimore, Maryland, the INI unit that I retired out of, we had a corpsman. His name is John Greer, who lives here locally. Buddy of ours, big fan of the show, and recently graduated with his BSN. Congrats, Doc.
And by the way, is a good fucking dude.
Good fucking dude.
This
fucking
dude, like,
dude.
literally within like an hour of asking, like, hey, we need some help. Fucking, he's the guy that shows up, doesn't bitch, comes
Yeah.
prepared. Like,
Yeah.
he's just that kind of guy.
Like
good fucking
he
dude.
showed up to Grunt Style when we've been like, hey, we were cleaning out the basement.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up and was like, yeah, fucking, I'll come help. You know, like he wasn't doing shit, so he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's just a good fucking guy. And apparently, Doc and his coworkers over at Southwestern, what is it?
Southwest General.
Southwest General ER, the emergency room. They listen to the show.
Oh,
They're
geez.
fans of the Freedom Friends. Yeah, sorry guys. And Doc hit me up last week and was like, "Hey man, I'm having a problem with my AK. Can I bring it over and can you take a look at it?" I was like, "Sure." You know, so he
Rub
brought it
some
over.
dirt on it.
That's basically what. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if a childhood soldier, the size of Justin, can figure it out, anybody can. So like, but yeah, so he brought his AK over and he was telling me that they didn't believe when he was like, yeah, I know that guy, I served with them, and I know those guys. And they didn't believe him. And so from us to you guys.
Yeah, to all of you at Southwest General.
I guess you guys can all go fuck yourselves.
Is indeed.
Doc's our homie. So
Is very
No, I'm
close
just
to
kidding.
Mikey.
Thanks for
Is a
listening.
homie with the rest of us, and is indeed a freedom friend. So
That's right.
And-
y'all can go. Next round is on y'all.
And
Yeah,
all you
right.
fuckers at the hospital, keep fighting the good fight.
yeah,
No shit.
we
We're
appreciate
feeling-
everything you guys
yeah,
are doing.
fucking hell.
But
He also
the reason why the next round is on the rest of you is because Doc bought this round on us. And
Nice.
He brought us a nice bottle of one of our favorites, Jameson Black Barrel.
It is
absolutely.
very delicious tonight.
One of the best fucking products Jameson's ever put out, I believe. So,
So I think we'll do an early lift and say
Oh, yeah.
to Doc.
thanks, Doc.
Doc.
and all your Downton coworkers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Nice little stretch.
Nice little stretch. So thanks, Doc.
So
You
good.
fucking goofy weirdo.
So yeah,
So Doc's wife is also a veteran. She's an Army vet, and she's very, very hardcore, right? And when he was stationed with me, the sergeant major had a thing for Doc. Like fucking did not like this kid and fucked with him mercilessly, right? And was a fucking asshole about it, you know? And Doc's wife, being a former NCO in the Army, came in and fucking like tried to yell at the sergeant major once. And yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about, man. You're fucking up my shit now. I don't know. We're getting this weird buzz noise.
Yeah. Come on, producers.
Mediocre as fuck. Not just us, it's the
so
producers
mediocre.
too. But yeah, they got to do a big pissing contest, and it was hilarious. Basically, Doc got handed a shit sandwich, and they were like, "Hey, fix it," and he was like, "Yeah, I fucking can't fix it." Like, you know, it's all like, and the sergeant major was like, "Hey, I want to see everybody's medical records," and Doc was like, "You can go fuck yourself because there's a shit called HIPAA
Yeah.
that I'm not going to violate."
That still applies, even though this is the military.
Yeah,
Like,
and that was the big issue apparently. But shout out to Doc for sticking to his guns.
So
on
did
that
she
one.
help his cause?
She didn't help his cause, and
That's-
Doc didn't help his cause either.
That's weird.
The entire situation didn't help the cause, but I mean, he still got out honorably and everything. Nothing happened. It was all good. A little bit of a pee-pee slap, but nothing crazy.
but you know what? He got out and he went on to do great things. 'Cause
Great
now he's,
fucking things, man, yeah.
He's continued his education. He's out there fucking saving lives. So
Yeah, and fucking for real, man. Like they are kicking ass. So
Yeah.
shout out to him.
And not only to you, the guys at Southwest General ER, because fucking good on you, but to anybody else that's listening that's out there that's kind of keeping us running
Yeah.
while we're out there. The first responders, the medical personnel.
Truck drivers,
Yeah, fucking the truck drivers.
the dude that works at Walmart, fucking
Yeah,
everybody.
the essential personnel, the people that are still working the rail lines, making sure that shit's getting pushed back and forth and all that kind of stuff. The oil field guys and stuff, they're going through a rough bit, but are
Yep.
still out there fucking making it work. So, to all of you behind the scenes cats that are keeping it going so the jackasses like us can still fucking drive and smoke cigars and drink liquor and fucking make
Yeah.
stupid podcasts. Fucking good on you guys.
Don't think
Like,
that we don't pay attention, man. Don't think we don't.
Yeah, we all know you're
appreciate
out there
you,
and we
so.
fucking love you for
And
it.
we are
so,
practicing social distancing right now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We're good.
You and I, yeah, we're
nailed it.
solid.
Yeah. Use the opposite arm.
Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah.
Can't catch it twice.
I think you can.
No, you can't. By the way, you can catch COVID twice. Just in case you were curious, you can get reinfected.
Yeah.
It's not like fucking chicken pox.
Another shout out I'd like to shout out to is all the people who lost jobs. You know, who are fucking downtrodden right now, and there is a lot given the bump in fucking unemployment
Yeah.
in the last week. You know, to the highest the country's ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna bounce back. Stay the course. You know,
I think Joe
fucking-
Exotic said it the best. I don't think I'll ever financially recover from this.
Here's one thing I will say about some of the job loss and stuff that's going on out there. There is an opportunity right now that has kind of never existed. And it fucking sucks for anybody that lost their job. And I'm not discounting that at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
However, there are a lot of continuing education and skill set outlets right now that are being made free.
Yes.
Yeah.
To where you can go, so whatever fucking job you had that was probably shitty anyways that you lost,
Here's
and
your
I'm not
chance.
discounting the fact that you lost your job,
Because that sucks.
you right now have this window of opportunity to be able to better yourself and better education so you can look at that shit job you have and give it the fucking finger and go make double or triple what you were making.
Because believe me, when this shit comes back, those fucking assholes that laid you off are gonna be crawling back to you.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
like, hey, we could really get you back. And when you've got this fucking skill set because you decided to go fucking, you learned app development or you learned some basic coding or you learned some network or you learned whatever other fucking skill set that's out there and you
Yeah.
can go tell them to fucking go pound sand.
Yeah,
Or-
it's gonna feel fucking glorious.
Yeah.
Or if you're at home still getting paid, learn a hobby, like learn how to play your guitar,
Or
learn how to
learn
fucking,
something that's going to progress your career.
Yeah.
You have nothing but time right now. Use it wisely.
A lot of people don't think about this, but Lean Six Sigma. You know,
Shit, project management, that
take,
kind of stuff.
Take
yeah,
Lean Six Sigma
absolutely.
and project management, and like learn the 5 S's and shit like that.
Yep.
Like that shit it's worth its weight in fucking gold.
Absolutely.
I'm a green belt in Lean Six Sigma,
And it's worth it.
People
It's-
look at me, they're like, "You?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Do they use
motherfucker, me."
the green belt in that. Do they do a figure 4?
Yes. Yes, I do. Good job. It's been a while
I
since we
know.
had a
We
figure
haven't-
4 joke. Well done. Well done.
I appreciate the setup on that one. That's good.
That was good. That was real good.
That's a reach, but
But no, it's good. And a lot of the Ivy League schools or stuff are doing it. And if you finish it, they'll send you the certificates and stuff that you've been through those workshops and you can have the education.
Yep.
And I think there's a lot of stuff I've seen too where people are offering free resume tuning and writing and stuff like that to
Yes.
further recovery. So find the resources, man. The internet's great. Like there's a lot of shit out there right now.
besides TikTok and Pornhub.
Yep. Well, in the off time, fucking Pornhub's free.
Yeah.
However, I will still stand by the fact that XNXX is the superior site,
Yeah. X hamster.
depending what you're into. I'm just saying, X Hamster's not going to have the flow condonage, but XNXX might.
Oh, I was like, it has it? I'm like, shut the fuck up.
X hamster might.
Well, it probably depends if Jazz uploaded it or not.
How do you spell that?
What? Flow condonage?
Yeah.
Just type in snowflake and then hit the translate button. on Google.
John, if you type in snow cone, it'll bring it up.
We have a ringer in the audience actually that can give us an accurate spelling
She's like,
I don't
fuck, here, look at my
fucking know,
phone.
dude.
of flocon de neige.
She's like, I know how to say it. I don't know how
I
to
do know
fucking
there's a
spell
bunch
it.
of weird fucking accentes and shit over certain.
Flocon de neige.
Very well said. So, Caitlin,
here
who's
we
in the
go.
audience right now, can you hit us with the proper spelling of flocon de neige?
All right, so there is no. Sorry, is that really loud?
Yeah.
There are.
FLOCON space DE space NEIGE.
Is that correct?
Flocon de neige.
That is correct.
There, flocon de neige. There it is.
I heard what you said.
Flocon de neige.
Flocon de neige. Also known as the African snowflake, apparently.
That's what I should have called it. Flocon de neige de Afrikaans was what I should have fucking called it. Did I conjugate that correctly, Caitlin?
I'm going to look it up right now.
She just went, no, that's
you
not
don't.
fucking correct at all.
Oh, no, it's just Flocon de Neige Africain. That's it.
Oh, what the fucking
Flocon de neige africain.
Africain.
So,
On rencontre.
In my loafers.
yeah. So check out xnxx.com and now you know how to spell it. You can try and fucking find that shit.
Yeah. Or listen to last week's episode and
Yep.
fucking upload
Try
it yourself.
If you're on there long enough, you probably figure out what a
Freedom
slap
Friends
is, too.
Podcast at gmail.com if you want to send us a video.
Attention, John Simons, because he really wants to see it.
He does. And if you know what a slap is, he wants to know what that is,
I'm
too.
still fucking trying to figure that out. I've been Googling that for a week.
How's your ad structure now?
It's horrible. You should, my wish. Oh, the wish. The sponsored wish ads are great.
Wish.com are amazing. You're probably getting some. I need some screenshots out of you.
Dude. I think we could spin up a whole nother fucking business section just on moves.
I mean, 5G towers right now are listening to us. So
It's true. It's true. We just
My
throw
fucking-
everybody's shit off.
yeah, fucking crazy.
Good thing I don't have one of them 5G phones.
Yeah. One of them 5G phones.
I heard that's how you get the corona.
You
how,
do, fucker.
That's how it happens, man.
No, it's only 4G. It's actually
No, it's because we
LTE.
don't have 5G signal here, but you have a 5G radio in that phone.
What? Take it out.
Jesus Christ. God, dude,
Yeah.
what a fucking week. How was your weekend, Jazz? We didn't even get to
What'd you do?
We've been talking about it for the last 10 minutes.
I mean, I can tell you my weekend.
Knock yourself out.
I
man.
didn't have a weekend. It's just Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just Wednesdays.
So Saturday, I literally did not put pants on and I played video games all day.
Oh, it's a good day.
Yeah, that's pretty
a really
much
good day.
that's what I did. I shot people in the face.
Fuck yeah. Talk
for a
shit to a
while.
6-year-old. Fuck your mom, kid.
Caitlin decided that I absolutely needed to get out of the house, so she made me put pants on, and we went down and got a milkshake. But I think the ice cream had gone bad or something in the milkshake, because literally in the 2 miles between Baskin Robbins and my house, my body instantly rejected it, and I threw it all up into the bushes.
Oh, nice.
And I was like,
Damn.
yeah.
Did you walk there?
No, drove.
Oh.
And I was like, I think there's something wrong with this fucking milkshake. Like, because I instantly threw it all up.
You know what? I went to In-N-Out the other day
Yeah.
and got a milkshake. And it
Dude, I'm telling you, I wouldn't
Tasted-
fuck around with dairy right
it
now.
tasted funky too. I was not impressed with it.
Well, they've been spraying that hand sanitizer right in the old
Yeah.
tank there.
Yeah,
dude,
fucking-
it's fucking sketch mode right now.
Yeah, right? Fuck.
But
And now I have cancer.
and then Sunday,
Now, right?
Yeah, right?
Sunday actually, Justin, as I said earlier, Justin, I was telling you guys earlier, Justin and his girlfriend came over, and so his girlfriend and my wife hung out for a while and did stuff, and Justin and I delved back into the old skill set from pre-grunt style days when we were doing media design and creation and After Effects and
Little Q-Lab.
all the little QLab action.
Yeah.
And because, like we talked about, I've been fucking around with Twitch. And even though nobody watches me on Twitch, I decided I have the skill set to make all that fancy shit that people have on Twitch where there's like a bunch of motion graphics and the overlays and all that shit. And I'm like, I know how to build all that. I can fucking make all this shit. Like, instead of paying somebody hundreds of dollars to make it for me, I'll just
Excuse
fucking
me,
make it myself.
sir. I follow one person on Twitch, and it's you.
That's because you're a true hero.
That's right.
You've never
Speaking
watched it,
of that-
but you do follow it.
Fucking assholes. Nobody's added me as a friend.
You just gave us your Activision ID.
2 weeks ago.
Well,
Every day I log on and I go to my friends on the
Why
fucking
don't-
thing and it says no friends.
Yeah,
my
but-
sister gives me shit. You don't have any friends. I'm like,
You
fuck
have my
you.
you have my phone number. Send me a message and just go like,
I
hey,
put
I'm
mine
getting
up
on.
in Discord, and nobody added me.
That was
either.
last night.
Yeah.
And I was already off by the time I saw it.
Last time I sent you a message to play video games, I got a text back the next morning saying sorry.
Hey, I was already in the game at that point. He sent me a message. I saw it the next morning. He goes, okay, how do I do this? And I was like, I don't even know what you're asking me. Because if you're asking me to turn your video game system on, you're beyond help.
But I just left your house to pick up a headset so I could talk shit to 6-year-olds.
Yeah, so, well, I'll be on tonight if you want to fucking talk shit to
When are you
6-year-olds.
coming to my house?
Oh, yeah, so I'll get you set up and
Yeah.
then I'll fucking go home. But, so Sunday we fucking did a bunch of graphic layout and shit like that, and then smoked a cigar and drank and ate
Nice.
lasagna.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because Caitlin made a lasagna over the weekend.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Lasagna.
So it was pretty good.
It's good. That's good apocalypse food, man.
It's not about it's hearty.
Yeah.
Well, then it reheats just as good as
Yeah,
if
if
it
not
does when it's
better.
fresh.
For like
If
a
not,
year.
yeah, like I love reheated
Yeah.
like pasta.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I like to do, and this is something that stems from something my mother used to do, and it just transferred over into me. Is you get like peppercini juice, and I'll put it on top of reheated pasta.
Ooh.
Oh, that's probably a good move.
It's fucking
Yeah,
boss
I
move,
like
dude.
that.
Dude, speaking of moms and kind of killing the food game, I told y'all that my mom had started that cafe.
Yeah, you said that she had sent you.
Yeah, she sent me lunch and all that
Sent you
stuff,
lunch.
which was crazy. So she started that thing, and then like fucking 10 days later, fucking Texas goes on lockdown. Where like nobody's allowed to go to fucking
Yeah,
places to eat and stuff. And she
Fucking-
makes a cafe.
Yeah.
That gets 10 days later, you can't have people. So she pivoted exactly like she's supposed to. And was doing curbside and then started offering delivery. Because Kennedy is a tiny ass little town.
sure. She's probably
So-
delivering to half that fucking town now.
So that was the thing. She called me the other day and she was like, I literally had to start turning it away because I got there, opened the door up to take the first order. The parking lot was full and there was literally cars lined up around the block waiting to place their orders and stuff like that. And I was like, son of a bitch. And
know
so
what's
she was
up?
like, what did you do? I was like, I served literally till we ran out of food.
That's awesome.
And I was like, well, that's a problem to have.
Yeah,
Like-
right? Like fuck.
You can't be mad at that.
So now she's like, I don't have the personnel. And she was like, so I had to cut to 3 days a week because we can't get food delivered fast enough with the personnel that I have to keep it prepped. And I was like, day labor, bitch. Like, what the
Right?
fuck?
Shit.
Like,
There's a lot of people looking for jobs right
yeah,
now.
I'm like, fucking put that shit on your Facebooks. Like, fucking serve the world. Like,
Put
the
it on
next
your
day.
fucking Facebook. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Shit.
So next day she put it on there, and now like the mayor's office is like, yeah, we'll have our usual thanks, and like, and so I think she's feeding like 3/4 of the town at this point. I'm
yeah.
like,
Nice.
make that money. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Fucking
fucking
A,
talking
dude.
about.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's good shit.
So inspired by her, I think I'm gonna start my own restaurant.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cannot wait for the rest of
Oh.
this.
I know. I'm like so excited.
Like, you just felt the anticipation.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
Do tell.
Yeah. So we're gonna specialize in exotic foods.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Import. We're gonna call it a fusion
yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
And things like hard to find meats and stuff like that, including some winged animals.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
So I think what I'm going to call it is Wuhan Wild Wings, and we're going to serve like deep fried bat parts. So delicious, it's contagious.
Yes.
What do you think?
Where do you import the batch from?
Don't ask.
Okay.
Austin.
I was gonna say right up the street is this place called Bat Cave Road.
Yeah, right?
So
Shit.
you just go out there with like one of those fishing nets.
Who's going to miss a couple dozen? I mean, seriously. But yeah, I'm going to call it Wuhan Wild
Take
Wings.
a dozen bat wings, please.
Yeah.
Fucking A. What do you guys think about the whole there's a push right now where in the world courts that people are talking about suing China for some fucking inordinate amount of trillions of dollars.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
You know, and I'm like,
Class action.
fucking A, dude, you shut down the world with your nastiness. And I'm like, fuck.
I'm
It's like
in on
that
that.
meme says. Even the apocalypse was fucking made in China.
This
Fucking
is the
bullshit.
longest something that has been made in China has lasted.
Yeah, no
right?
shit.
Fuck. Like, but it honestly it makes you wonder. It's like fuck them, right?
Stop eating gross shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Raw frogs and shit. Like, fuck off.
Like that fucking stems from their government being shitty though. You know what I mean? That's just people trying to get by, and they've
I
adapted
don't
into
know. I've
eating
seen some of
crappy
these
weird
videos
shit.
of these people eating this super fucked up shit,
Yeah.
and they enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
like you're fucked.
I go
if you're
to
gonna eat
I
it,
love
eat
me
it
a
with a
Chinese
smile.
buffet, so fuck you guys.
See, but Chinese food
but that's-
isn't.
That
isn't-
was created
How
in
do you know?
California.
I don't know
was
what's in
made,
there.
That shit was made in New York.
You know what
Yeah,
we
dude.
should do?
Like, what we know as Chinese food was actually invented in New York. That's not the
We need-
shit they're eating in China.
we need to go to China and we need to open up a restaurant called American Food.
I'm all set.
And it's just a fat dude in a front yard with a barbecue.
Just serving fucking brisket.
It doesn't even matter what it is. He's just fucking throwing meat on the grill and serving it. Fucking apron, drinking PBRs.
Lots
Yeah.
of barbecue
Yeah.
sauce.
Fucking
Yeah.
American flag shorts.
They walk up
Fuck
with a
you.
bat. Can I get this raw? No, you
Yeah.
can't. All
No,
right. Didn't
get
you
outta
guys
here.
fucking learn anything last time?
I do blackened here.
It's
it.
Cajun.
That's all I did. Well, it's like fucking when I was in Africa and you'd go there and you couldn't eat like fucking anything green. You couldn't eat vegetables and shit like that because there's a river that runs through the middle of the
unquote
city there.
river.
Yeah, that's poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was where
called
all the
Schitt's Creek.
sewage and everything from the city goes. It gets dumped into that river. And there was all these little co-op farms that were like all along the riverbank. So they'd go down and like fill up these fucking water jugs and like water their farms for like their fucking lettuce and cabbage and shit and tomatoes and everything. And then the restaurants would buy it from these little co-op farmers and be like, we have a fresh salad. And it's like, fuck off.
Is
You
it-
grew that with shit water.
Isn't that called fertilizer?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, not when
you
it's unfiltered human feces.
Fertilizer works when it comes from animals. When it's human fertilizer,
Yeah, this is just piss and shit water
that
that you're
doesn't work
dumping on
the
your
same.
plants.
I doubt you guys.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Okay. Okay,
I mean, photosynthesis is a mofo.
go hit up Burkina Faso and have yourself a salad.
See how it works out.
let me know what
Yeah.
happens.
You know how I know what happens? Because one of the English dudes that we were there with decided that he wanted to make onions and cheese. And he just literally melted the sweaty ass cheese that he bought from a grocery store there
That's
in a
weird.
non-refrigerated case. And it was literally, I was watching it sweat. And I was like, what the, you know what? Fuck it, I'm bridging it. So no shit, there I was.
Nice.
in Burkina Faso, Africa.
Yeah.
I am with my film crew, a nonprofit, and a British guy that was there.
Balls deep in this dude's asshole.
Yeah.
And I thought, wait a minute. I'm not
So
gay.
But it's your dad.
the British guy I had actually traveled with before, and I'd gone to El Salvador with this cat.
Yeah.
Now, El Salvador, you could trust the food. Like, we ate everything in El Salvador, and it was fine.
Central America's about like that.
Some of it was fucking weird. Like, there was like a cheese and bean soup that had just been like pureed, and they served it to you cold. Like, it was fucking weird.
Right.
Like, it had like whole little soft shell crabs in it and stuff. I was like, this is just odd. Like, I just don't know how. That wasn't that it was bad. It was just fucking weird.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, we're in Burkina Faso, and most of what we lived on was what they call brochettes, which
Okay.
is a kebab. It's literally just meat on a fucking stick.
Right.
And they'd be like, "How do you want it cooked?" And all of us were just like,
Story time.
"Burnt." Like, I just need you to cook this motherfucker.
Burn the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just whatever the stage is beyond well done.
Yeah, there's no medium rare.
I
in
need
that
you to
part
take
of
it
the
to there.
world.
Yeah.
Jack
How do you want to cook
Links.
hockey puck,
Yeah.
please?
So, because we tried to deviate from that one time and we had ordered chicken
Oh.
with dragon spice. Now, the spices were fucking awesome, but the chicken they brought us,
Not so much.
not so sure.
Medium rare.
Not so sure it was a chicken, first off.
Yeah.
And because everything tastes like chicken,
Well-
it's like, ah.
If that was a chicken, it was a sad fucking chicken. I'm actually pretty sure it was guinea fowl. I don't think it was actually chicken. I
Yeah.
think it was a guinea fowl.
yeah.
It had like no meat on it. It's
like crow.
The head was still attached. And they'd cooked the head and covered it in spice. And I actually convinced one of my film crew members to eat the skin off of the fucking head. I was like, it's fine, it'll break when you get it. And he didn't. He just like, clunk, and just drug his teeth over it and like skinned the head. And I was like, good job, buddy. I think you got the beak. He was like, but yeah, and then he ate the beak and stuff like that. It was a weird time.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we lived all these things called brochettes, which we cooked to oblivion. And but everybody's broke there. So most people would order like one, maybe two of these brochettes, and we sit down and I was like, I can eat like 10 of those. And there's like 9 of us at this table. And it was like, how many do you want? And he's like, dozen. We get around, we're like, we need 144 brochettes. And this is where I met Caitlin. So Caitlin, we tell Caitlin, and Caitlin goes, okay. So she looks at the dude and she says, whatever the fuck it is, and surrender to order 100 because they're a French speaking country.
Right.
And orders 144 brochettes. And this guy goes, quoi? And she says it again. And he goes, and I guess he said, are you sure? And she goes, yes, this amount. And he goes, and then I guess he asked, like, do you have the money for it?
And I'm like, bitch.
So she asked the total. And they use a thing there called CFA,
Okay.
which is something francs African or whatever. It's a,
Yeah.
it's they're
currency.
African francs is what they are.
Rupees.
But they're shareable amongst all the countries there. So if you change countries, like there's like 5
like
or
a-
6 countries that
it's
are all
like a
connected.
euro.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like a euro for Western Africa. And so he says the total, and it was something like 900 CFA, which is the equivalent to, I shit you not, like $7. And I was like, yeah, I got it. Like, I was like, here you go. We were exchanging money in such large currencies, we had to have a money guy that had to come to us and do the
Yeah.
exchange. But oh, she's passing around CFA. I forgot she was still carrying that around.
That's weird.
Oh, there's a 10,000 right here. God
Yeah,
damn.
there's a 10,000 piece note. Like,
This is
it's-
just in case you get stranded in Africa.
Yeah.
Like the fucking wind blows wrong. You're like, oh shit, I need this.
but so anyways, our English guy decides that he's tired of eating brochettes.
Right.
So we tell our guide, whatever contact that we had there, hey, is there like a grocery store we can go to instead of these little restaurants that are around here so we can actually buy like food or whatever? And I'm like, there's some safe stuff they'll probably have. They'll probably have pasta, something shit that we can like boil into oblivion and then
Right.
we can eat it. So we go, and Shares the World takes us to a little grocery store, and it's this little French grocery store because there's all these French expats that live in Burkina Faso like fucking kings because they go to France with all
Right.
this fucking money, and then they're just like,
I hear a lot of Foreign Legion guys when they retire.
yeah,
head
it's a lot of
head
that too.
way. Yeah.
But they live in these huge compounds with fucking like all this stuff. So they had this little French grocery store that had been popped up, and it was brands I started to recognize like as soon as we went in there, and I was like, oh, okay. But they had like armed guards out front with AKs and shit, and they patted you down when you went in and stuff, and I was like, oh, gotcha. So we go, and I bought like pasta, anything I could cook like way beyond temp stuff like that and still edible. The English guy decides he's going to buy an onion
Oh no.
and cheese. So we go back to this cheese counter and he's like, look at all the cheese. And I'm looking and it's behind glass. I'll give
Right.
him that. But I don't hear that hum that you're used to, like when you're in the refrigeration department. And I was like, So I reach up and I put my hand on the glass. Now you got to keep in mind the coolest day we had while we were there was 107. That was the coldest day.
That's
Okay.
not, that's
Yeah.
not where you don't keep. I thought that's where you keep cheese, right?
Is it 107? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the cold day. I think this day was like 114 degrees, and it was that temperature inside this building.
Yeah.
So I put my hand on the glass, and it's as warm as everything else is. And I was like, I don't think you should buy that cheese, man. Like, that's fucking sketch mode. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, it's sweating. He's like, it's just probably unpasteurized. And I was like, yeah, that's worse. Like, that means the bacteria is still live. And now it's at 114 degrees
Yeah, like
and just replicating.
thriving.
Yeah.
Louis Pasteur knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. You can eat unpasteurized cheese, but it has to be kept at like just the right temperature and just the right humidity. And then the bacteria stabilizes and actually becomes shelf stable. But it's essentially a humidor for cheese.
Right.
But so he buys it and he buys this onion, goes home, melts this cheese in a pan, slices an onion, throws it on there, and then starts putting it on top of pasta. And two of my guys were like, oh, I'll try that. And I was like, don't do it. Don't fucking eat that. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. It's fine. We cooked it. And I was like,
That's not how it works.
that onion's still clear. So,
Yeah.
or still white. Like it hadn't turned clear. And I was like, you didn't cook that.
Got to make it translucent. To shout out to Steve Ranella.
Yeah. So they eat this shit within 7 minutes. And we had one bathroom in this place for 9 of us. Within 7 minutes, they're all standing there going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, yep. I hope you're happy because you're about to shit out your liver. Like, you just need to know how this is going down. So,
A week later, they're like, why am I losing weight? Oh, that's
Yeah.
called a tapeworm, bro. So,
I could use a tapeworm.
so this whole thing
yeah,
happens.
I'm open to it right now.
I know.
And it was just mind-boggling. But the best part of the whole trip was our second to last night there. We had run into this dude, this Parisian guy,
Yeah.
that was there working with another nonprofit. And we'd gotten to know him through the week because we were working with him and we did some documentary work and stuff around his nonprofit. So he says, hey, if you guys are going to go out, call me. I'd like to go hang out with you. Cool, fine. Well, it turns out that the guy that was staying in this house next to us was the number one. What was he? The number one singer-songwriter? Like in Burkina Faso or whatever. Like he was like the recording artist in the
Dang.
in the country, was like going to Coachella to perform there and shit like that. Like we were like, cool. So we'd seen him in the mornings and seen him in the evenings, and then one night he was playing music. We'd gone over and hung out with him, and it was pretty cool. So he knocks on the door second night. We were there and we're like, hey, we're going out. I'm gonna go to these clubs where I know other performers are going. Do you want to go? Shit, yeah, I want to go. Let's fucking roll. So we call the French guy and he's like, where are you going? We give him the name and he's like, oh yeah, I've heard of it, but you kind of can't get in unless you know anybody. And I was like,
I know a guy.
all right, well, I know a guy. He's fucking taking us there. So we walk outside and we get in this dude's bright purple Mitsubishi Eclipse convertible.
Well, I mean, it is Africa.
I was just like, yeah, but I was like, how the fuck did you even get this here? Like, there's no Mitsubishi dealer. Like, where the fuck did this come from? But I didn't ask. We hopped in the car. We go to this fucking thing. Now, I'm expecting like a club, right? No, it's like this one-story shack with like a bunch of tables outside. And this artist performing on like traditional instruments and the whole 9 yards.
Was he ripping Didge?
He wasn't ripping Didge. That would have been awesome. But no, it was some stringed instrument or whatever. And it was actually, it was quite beautiful and all that kind of stuff.
Didgeridoo.
More of a didgeridoo?
But so we get there. The French guy shows up. We show up and the owners come out and clear out this whole table because all the white people had shown up. And I shit you not, we heard them say it. They were like,
Yeah.
move for the white people. And we got to like sit right in front of this dude and perform. And they was like bringing us beer and we're sitting
Definitely
there.
wasn't South Africa.
Wasn't South Africa. And so we sit down at this bar, and it's me. Chris is sitting next to me, the English guy. The French guy's across from me. It's part of my film crew because some of them didn't come. The nonprofit we were with didn't go, but we brought Caitlin because she could translate. So she's there. And then the Parisian guy. So we sit down, and in typical French fashion, this dude decides he wants to start shit talking. The English barrister, and who has a history degree from Oxford, and the U.S. Army veteran, and he wants to start telling us how superior France is.
Oh, that's what they do, I think.
to our countries.
All they do.
So for the next hour and a half, it proceeded to be a tag team session between Chris and I, taking this dude apart personally, patriotically,
Did you have a shot?
economically, and everything. I know, and I wasn't even doing shots.
If you
I was just drinking beer.
So you should have taken it. You should have been like, you know what? Fuck you. Your game's
hold on.
over.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it got fucking rowdy. It got to the point where this dude literally was like, all right, I quit. Like, we don't need to do it anymore. And I literally looked down and was like, yep, we kind of expected the French guy to surrender at some point during this whole thing. And he was just like, God damn it. And so he gets up and he leaves. And we spent the rest of the night like hanging out and going to all these fucking like little indie concerts and shit in Africa. But
What's African indie like?
it's a lot of So it was really interesting when we were there because
tribal
yeah, she has
music?
recordings on her phone.
Kind
I
of like
think of it.
tribal music.
But it was a lot of the tribal. So we were there in the middle of when Mali was exploding, like when Mali had that big insurgency that was going on, and there was that civil war.
Oh, I thought you meant the drug.
I thought you
No.
did too. I was like,
No, no,
wow,
no, no.
that must
I
have
was
been a
like-
great time.
I was like, you were fucking Pop Molly got me sweating in Africa.
No. It was when Mali was having an insurgency and a bit of a civil war, and they were kind of imploding. So a bunch of the artists and all that kind of stuff had fled Mali and were in Burkina Faso. So we saw a couple of those performances. Got permission to film them because they were all like under government relocation. So we had to like get permission to film and all this shit. We also went to the Malian border, and I got to interview the Tuaregs while we were there.
Oh, you told me about that because you got the fucking
and I got the heads. They wrapped me in the headscarf and stuff. But
Yeah.
the blue headscarf. I knew some shit had gone bad when the Tuaregs left. Because it was like, all right, when the slave trading mercenaries are like, this shit's gotten a little too wild, and they fucking bail out. And I'm like, shit, Mali's like right there. It's like 400 meters that way. And like half a mile from us, they'd snatched a couple of Americans and taken them back across the border and shit. Like, and that dude we were hanging out with was like, yeah, I'm driving to Mali tomorrow. And I was like, you're what? Like, they're snatching motherfuckers like off the border. He's like, no, it's fine. I have friends. And I'm like, I don't want to know who your friends are. Like, I don't have anything to do with this. But yeah, don't eat vegetables in fucking Central Africa because it'll kill you. But do go to the concerts.
fucking A.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fucking A, man.
so no shit.
So yeah, to your whole like, I don't think that's true. Photosynthesis is a bitch. I literally watched it almost kill 3 people
That
because you
that
don't
could have been
eat
the cheese.
You don't eat human shit vegetables.
That could have been cheese though. A very.
So if I piss on your
been
salad,
the
if I
cheese.
piss on your salad, you still gonna eat it?
That's not the same thing.
It is the same
is.
thing. Dude, it wasn't that it was just growing in the soil. They were literally going down to the shit river, dunking their fucking water buckets in
Picking
it.
up the
and
turds.
that's what they were fucking watering all the plants with.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Maybe we can try it. We can grow a garden, piss and shit in it for a couple of weeks. See what happens.
let's do a raised garden bed. We'll just go out there and take a shit.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's just fertilizer.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to mix it with water. So you have to like, basically,
Before or after?
you know what you do? You upper deck your toilet in here, and then just use the
Grow some maters. You'll
just,
be fine.
just
And
use
it
the
is-
toilet water.
Just run a hose when you flush. It's just shit water. You just pour it in.
Yeah, that's what you do. You just start upper decking.
No,
You guys ever pull an upper decker?
I have not.
I did it at a party one time.
You're an asshole.
Well, the reason I did it was because the guy was a fucking asshole.
That makes sense.
I showed up. I was invited to the party.
Are you one of those guys that can like shit on command?
No, I'm not.
So just like the planets aligned.
The planets
You're
aligned.
Like, fuck you.
Karma caught up with this motherfucker, and it
He's
was
just
like, you know what?
He's a gorilla pooper.
Yeah. Fucking. I show up to this party because a friend of mine had invited me, and I get there, and I knew the guy who owned the house, and we'd always been cool. But as soon as I walk up, the first words out of his mouth was like, "The fuck are you doing here? Who invited you?" And I was like, "Oh,
Fucking shitting on your
fucking so and so invited me. Do you need me to leave?" And he was like, "I guess not." He was just being a fucking drunk asshole. And I was like, "All right, motherfucker,
I got you.
I got you. I got your fucking number." The first thing I did, but I didn't even get a beer yet. I was like, going to the bathroom, went upstairs, upper decked his toilet. Fucking drank a couple beers. Was like, you know what? I don't think I'm done. Went to his other bathroom. Upper deck that one. Fucking double upper deck that motherfucker. Was like, fuck you, bitch.
I've only upper decked one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only time
One
I did it. I just
person?
did
How do
two
you
toilets.
upper deck a person?
You know what, John? I'm happy you asked.
Shit in their hat. Duh.
So, do you remember that asshole first sergeant that I told you about? That was an E7 that was supposed to be the acting first sergeant.
Yes.
Wanted everybody to call him Top.
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
shit,
Yep.
but wasn't actually a first sergeant.
Fuck that guy.
So when they stood that unit up, we inherited a brand new building. Like nobody had ever been in it before. And it was one of the newer military buildings, so the command offices had private bathrooms. This motherfucker decided he was going to be an asshole all the time and then took leave for 3 weeks
You're asking for it.
Yeah.
and didn't lock down his...
And probably fucking denied other dudes leave
Yeah.
on his way out.
Yeah, but didn't lock down his space. I decided I needed to shit. And I went in there for the purposes of just, I'm not going to use the fucking public bathroom. I'm going to go use the private bathroom. And then got in there,
And it
saw the
wasn't-
tank sitting there and went,
I got this.
yeah, all right. He's not back for like another 9 days or some shit.
Just let it soak.
Oh,
So cranked that bitch open, snapped one off,
yeah.
and it was a roper.
We were moving barracks in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And so my buddy Jason takes the nastiest protein-filled fucking shits on the planet, right? They're fucking horrendous. Coupled with fucking chronic IBS, just fucking terrible shit. Plus, you know, we all have AIDS, you know, the Afghan-induced dribble shits. So, fucking, it's fucking terrible. My buddy Dorf was like getting ready to move barracks, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I got you a room."
Isn't that the guy that did like On Golf and all that stuff?
on golf?
Yeah, wasn't that Dorf on Golf?
No, his last name's Longendorf. We just call him Dorf. Anyways, so
Okay. Longendorf's too long.
yeah, right. It's fucking
It's in the name.
so like I mean, yeah.
Just saying.
So I was like, yeah, man, I got you a room. It's across the way from so-and-so. And he was like, all right, that's perfect. He's like, I'm going to move after my shift. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And he decided to take his fucking sweet time doing it. And I was like, I had the key to the room. And I was like, Jason, just go leave a shit in the fucking toilet. Now, the toilets in this place were backwards. Like the fucking hole was in the front, which was the most dumbest fucking design of a shitter I've ever seen in my life. Like, I would rather have a squatter than have that, because like when you shit, it just thunk sits there, and then you
He's gonna
expect
scrape it down.
everybody had shit streaks, like no matter what. You know what I mean? It was fucking terrible. It's a terrible design for a toilet. But Dorf went in there and laid a cow patty sized fucking no water touching fucking shit, right? And he left it for like maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours. John's fucking, my boy's Dorf's name is John. His fucking room, it must have soaked into the paint, like, because it smelled like that shit for like 2 weeks, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I would walk in and be like, fuck. And he's like, I can't get it to go away. And he had no idea. He was like, because after when he came in, he finally moved in. He goes, who the fuck lived in here before me? And I was like, some Afghans. And he's like, they left the shit. And meanwhile, we're all fucking dying. He's like, what'd you motherfuckers do? Where is it? That couldn't have been the only shit. It still stinks in there. And I was like, fuck, Jason, what the fuck did you eat? And he's like, it was a bad one, man. Fucking taco night, man. He was like, it was a bad one. And I was like, oh, good God.
Speaking of
That
shit,
roper I left in the first sergeant's office, that thing came out and wrapped around the chain, and like the chain got like stuck in it, and it took him a while to figure it out. So like essentially every time he flushed, it would just like break off more of it. It's fucking great.
Speaking of shit, when we were in Iraq in 2003, we didn't really have functional toilets per se.
Just burning shit.
Yeah,
shit
so,
burning.
so we did a lot of shit burning. But one of the highlights of the shit burning throughout the year that we were over there was I don't even know if I want to put a name on it, but he's a good old Texas boy. He's an NCO, and I don't know if he got
Squad leader type.
told or if he just volunteered to burn the shit. I think he just volunteered to burn the shit.
Well, we weren't doing it right.
Yeah,
So he's going to show us
yeah. And so
every single opportunity he possibly could have.
I secretly think he liked it.
Oh, yeah.
But
How do you improperly burn shit?
right? You pour
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
JP8 in it, you light it on fire, stand back, and you fucking stir until there's nothing left. It's
Yeah.
easy. For some reason, we were all doing it wrong. So he was
Yeah,
going
it
to show
sounds
us
like
this
he was
one
like
day.
a fecal philiac that really loved it.
For some
Yeah.
for some reason, he wanted to show us one day. So he might have put a little bit too much JP8 in there.
Oh God, yeah.
And he got to stirring maybe a little bit too fast, and he got a little air pocket down on the bottom of it, and it popped.
Bye, Rob. Rob's leaving us again because. Sure, dude. That's why.
But that air
Love you,
pocket
Rob.
popped, and it flung flaming hot shit all over him, and it was
Hilarious.
great.
was
There was
great.
like 8 people watching because he had to show us how to do it the right way.
Just like in the middle. This is my period of instruction on how to properly burn shit.
Yep. Pop, pop, all over her face, all over his fucking shit. He was like, I got poop on my face. I'm like, no. Can't help you. I'm not touching that.
Yeah. Is that how you're supposed to do it there, Sarge?
Yeah, right.
Chris Freeman just sent me a picture
Uh-oh.
that says he's found the full set.
Oh shite.
Oh shit.
Full set of
Yellow
The
Rose.
full set of Yellow Rose bourbons.
God damn.
Yellow Rose.
Give us
We
money.
hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
So
But
there's-
once you guys recover, which I know you will because you're a classy establishment, give us
I
money.
wonder if they're doing like a drive-through buffet in lap dance.
I doubt it.
Yeah?
That's just not proper social distancing.
Ah.
So there's apparently an outlaw bourbon whiskey, a rye whiskey, a premium American whiskey, and a blended whiskey, all from Yellow Rose.
Hey.
Huh. Which one do we have?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
It was good.
Yeah, it was legit.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with it was probably either the premium American or the blended, given the price differences.
Yeah.
And it definitely wasn't the rye, and you didn't spend $60 on.
No, it was
bourbon,
like
so.
35, 40.
So.
Well, fuck, boys.
Boys.
Fuck boys.
John, what we learned today?
Oh, why you gonna ask me this?
Because it's fun to watch you
Don't
squirm.
don't eat cheese and onions in Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
good
gonna
advice.
shit out your liver.
Yeah.
Don't try to show people how to fucking burn shit. We learned that Mikey is not an on-command shitter, but he can do a double upper decker.
Hey, when it comes down to game time,
Right?
you got to dig deep.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
At that point, aren't you
fucking-
double decking?
You're upper double decking.
Yeah.
Double upper decking? What?
Would that be a quad deck?
No, I think if you double upper deck, that's a quad deck.
Can you double upper deck?
But I think
it
you just
in and
double
out?
decked.
Ooh, I don't know.
You just drink 2 milkshakes and fucking go down the row of toilets.
Well,
Just
if we
so
go by
y'all
the
know,
Wendy's
I'm just sitting
model,
here shaking my head.
if we go by the Wendy's model, you double decked.
Double decked.
Yeah, that's not a triple decker, but it was definitely a double decker.
But it's an
like
upper
a-
deck.
So it's a
Double upper.
double upper.
Double upper
Kind of like
decker.
a triple double, but it's a double upper.
He went the distance.
It's like
Yeah,
drinking an energy drink and a cup of coffee.
yeah.
It's a double upper.
It's not a good idea.
It's like Flocon Dinesion in somebody else's kitchen.
We learned how to spell the Flocon Dineige.
We did learn that. We did learn that.
And we learned that Scott's over poop jokes.
Yeah. No, I'm good with it.
I just want to invite everybody to my new wing restaurant.
The Wuhan Wild Wings.
Wild wings. So good, it's
So
contagious.
can you get them? How can you order those?
You can either get them. What is that? You can either get them tartar. Or you can get them. Let's see what else. What else is topical? You can get them.
Can you get them naked?
You can get them naked. You can get them deep fried.
Oh,
Which is what I would assume would be the go-to. If they had did that in fucking Wuhan, we wouldn't be having this problem. Fuck.
It's okay because they're deep frying most of the people in Wuhan now, anyways.
It's true.
Or you can get them flame kissed. I think that's the other way that we can
Flame-kissed.
get it done too.
yeah. Just walk them through a warm
But
room.
no matter what, they all come spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you they make your nose like run a little bit. You know, when you eat really spicy stuff.
Dude, they're so hot they'll make your lungs sweat.
Called
Yeah.
Beijing buffalo.
Yeah. It's almost like you get a fever after. It's weird.
So hot to make your lungs sweat.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
Yep. And
Well-
that's cultural sensitivity, folks.
Well, fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
I think on that note, shit, I got to raise a glass.
Hey.
Thank you all for being my freedom friend.
Here's to that
Thank you,
bitch
Mikey.
Carol Baskin
Oh,
Dude,
that
she
bitch
fucking
Carol
did it.
Baskin.
and the Wuhan Wings.
Wuhan Wild Wings.
Goddamn right. And again, thanks, John, for the drinks, buddy. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Check out Bandera, Texas's very own Crave CBD for all your CBD needs.
And Google that shit because you might have a website at this point, but fuck,
Yeah,
we don't know.
You might. And warfightertobacco.com, code Freedom Friends. So
See.
thank you all for tuning in.
Until next time.
Tell your
Tell your
mom.
mom. Tell your friends.
Tell your mom's friends
Oh,
They might be into it.
yeah.
Tell your mom's boyfriend
and her husband.
and her husband. Ooh. And your stepdad. And your sister in 9 months. Thanks for tuning in. See you fucking dicks later. Out.